So here we are with heavyweight contender now, Steve Cunningham. You've been the talk of a lot of speculation. Of course, Ring Magazine tweeted that April 20th they're looking at main events, looking at making you versus Tyson Fury at the Garden. Has there been any movement on that yet?
Just talks. We haven't seen a contract or heard any numbers or nothing yet, but it's just talks. We all know that Tyson Fury talks a lot. I mean, they've been tweeting and going crazy with it, but he's still got other people he's considering. So I'm ready to fight whomever. You know, my goal to be world champion heavyweight.
Well, perhaps it's a sign because you're a Philadelphia native, and here we are in New York City. So are you kind of in the back of your mind scoping out the area a little bit?
Nah, we just here. I love watching amateurs fight. My son, Steve Jr., he's an amateur. He just started, and he will be too. He's already fighting in boxing, beating up everybody. But I just love watching amateurs. We got invited here. Good little trip for the family, show my son what it takes to box as an amateur in New York, which is awesome, and just enjoy ourselves.
This little man here, what's his name again?
This is Cruz Cunningham right here.
What's up, Cruz? How are you?
He like, oh, what? You know what I'm saying?
So he's 2 years old now, right?
Yeah, he's 2, yeah.
Must give you a tremendous motivation to know that your sons understand what you do, and it really puts everything in perspective, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt. It helps motivate me, you know, just because I'm leading by example for my oldest son, Steve, who's 10, and the same thing for Cruz. They're going to be able to look up the tapes. We're going to be able to go over things. I tell them to jab, tell them to move, I tell them to be smart. So I got to do that in the ring and fight when I'm supposed to fight, and box when I'm supposed to box. So I'm here just basically coaching him, and this guy's just soaking it all up, you know.
So do you ever tell your daddy, hey, you told me to bring back my left hand after I jab? You ever tell him that? So talk to me about you know, you're a heavyweight now. You've had 2 fights as a heavyweight. You beat Jason Gavern in short order, and a lot of people, actually virtually everyone, felt that you beat Tomas Adamek. You might not have gotten the victory on paper. Do you feel that you've made your statement that you are a heavyweight force?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like you said, I didn't get the win, but I got the victory. I feel it's a thing with fighters, you know, and people overall who don't even fight. When you get into a situation, a challenge or something like that, and something like this happens, you get cheated, you know within you that you won, you know, and I have that feeling. I totally have it. You know, I've been robbed before, and I've been there before. I worked through it. And the same thing with this, but this was even better because all the fans, I mean, literally out of 20,000 people I spoke to, probably 4 came up to me, I thought it was a draw, or I thought I had to make 1, you know, so that helps me feel great. You know, I appreciate the fans, man, and the new fans that I made, you know, from that fight.
Now, obviously, Adamek is a guy that you're very familiar with. You fought with him before. I think it was one of 2008 or 2009's best fights. It was on the 2008. So, tell me, obviously, Tyson Fury is a very different kind of fighter than Adamek. He's a bigger heavyweight. Would that be a different fight for you, or is it just a heavyweight to heavyweight?
Yeah, I mean, heavyweights are heavyweights, but it's still a different fight. He's a different person. He's bigger, he's taller, you know, I think he's 6'9". I mean, this is basically why I instill in my son and my nephew, who I'm training also, about an amateur background. Because when you're fighting the amateurs, you get to see all these different styles, heights, shapes, and different countries and nationalities. So I got a good amateur background. I've been around the world fighting, you know, Germany numerous times, South Africa, so I will be prepared, and I have a world-class trainer, Brother Nazim, so we'll be prepared for what he brings, and we're going to bring some new stuff also.
And last question, of course, another guy from Philadelphia may have actually, if not created, he's reinvented the game plan on how to beat a bigger heavyweight. We saw when Eddie Chambers, a guy that you're very familiar with, he fought Dimitrenko, who was, I believe, 6'7", 6'8", in Germany, took him apart. So it's been done before, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it can be done. You know, these guys aren't unbeatable. So it just takes heart, which I have, skill, and a great game plan, and discipline to stick to that game plan and execute it. So that's what we're looking for.